Another history is to be remembered as we start our first virtual and first graduation ceremony of Ansipsip Elementary School for the school year 2020-2021 with the theme Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic. To our guests, municipal and barangay officials, parents, guardians, community members, pupils, and to everyone watching this virtual graduation, mahad ni agsapa tayo namin. Great morning to all of you. As we start our program, may I request everyone to stand or to be still wherever you are to join us as we sing our national anthem to be followed by a prayer to be led by Honorable Anselmo Lamsis.
Bayang magiliw, kalis ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dilim mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka lang magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka masisigil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong buhaw, may nilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang sarap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na naghihiling. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Luka ng araw na luwat at ipagsinta mo ay langit sa piling mo. Ang ligaya dapat may mga api ang matay ng dahil sa'yo.
Managayat adyos mi nga daka iti kangatuan uni alangit. Atoy kami nga siya mangkin kagapuanan. Iti panarawan ken panangayon mo kami iti dito nga daw. Gapu iti sirip kin panakabalin mo isumat anang nangilisi kami ko sa amin akita at kinadakas iya nga to kan dito daga. Kat atoy anadanon mi iti dito nga programa babaan iti closing dagiti ubing. Nagtangan da dito nga year 2020-21 kapuanan iti panaka torpos da iti may sangatawan iti inda panag adal iti may papan iti elementary school kapuanan iti tulong mo kinbadang mo kadakwada kat ati nga natorpos da agraman dagiti mamaestra isumat ang income iti gagat ken ano sada isumat anang isuro kadakwada kat ama dawatan mi hilagta iti patuloy nga panangaywan mo ken panangilisim at kadakwada ka sa amin akita ti bigad no di katsikal ta iti mangaywan kadakwada iti so amin nga gundaway dawatan mi hilagta iti Espiritu Santum isumat nga mang nabawat kadakwada babaan iti kinasirip kin panakawalin nga dakin kakat amin nagitoy namnaman mi sa ngunong gapo ken Kristus apo mi.
If you are standing, please take your seat and kindly make yourself comfortable. Indeed, it is our pleasure to have you in this virtual program. To formally open our program, let us call our barangay captain, Honorable Rico Kayat.
Naimbag nga agsapa tayo kakapsat ken apo nga namarsoa. Di amin, kada kayo nga parents, teachers, PTC officials, and viewers, ken kada kayo nga eskwela nga graduates tata nga tawin 2021 of July. Ito'y Ansipsip Elementary School. Salamat ti presensya tayo kahit okay, datoy nga programa tayo tata nga aldaw ket inak na i-open.
Thank you very much, Honorable Rico Kayat, for that warm opening remarks. May we also have Honorable Angel Escaronton for the welcome remarks.
Lahat ng nanonood sa virtual program na ito, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. I am happy to welcome everyone in this first graduation ceremony of Ansipsip Elementary School year 2020 to 21 Welcome po tayong lahat.
Thank you very much, Honorable Karonquan, for that heartwarming opening remarks. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, may we call our school head, Madam Martina A. Bugnay, Doctor of Education, for the State of School Report.
To our most esteemed Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Rachel Arliana, the supportive Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Julie A. Trus, our energetic Anchor Supervisor, Madam Nympha Nori Aquino, our talented District in Charge, Sir Arnel M. Batalia, to the municipal, barangay, PTA, and SGC officials and members, and to all our partners, good morning. I, Martina A. Bugnay, School Head of Ansipsip Elementary School, is happy and privileged to give the State of School Address this school year, 2020-2021. We have 13 enrolled learners from grade 1 to grade 6, having a 100% promotion rate and 0 dropout rate. I am proud to report that these 13 learners are lucky beneficiaries of the Anthony V. Riario Foundation based in Manila, wherein they are entitled to 500 cash allowance per month since January 2021 to present. The amount was of great help for the financial needs of these learners as they faced the challenges in the new normal. In order to meet the challenging task of the present educational setup, the two committed and responsible teachers in this school have attended various webinars to sharpen their skills for the betterment of their learners. For the physical accomplishment, the following projects were realized through the spirit of bayanihan of the Brigada Escuela. Improvement of the school stage, construction of flower boxes, cementing of footpath, and completion of dormitory. The reported accomplishments of Ansipsip Elementary School was due to the concerted efforts and support of the provincial government, municipal, barangay, and PTE officials and all partners. Thank you so much. God bless, and mabuhay Ansipsip Elementary School.
Thank you, Ma'am, for the information. Moving on, let us hear a message from our district in charge, Sir Arnel M. Batalia, Doctor of Education, followed by a message of Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Mary Julie A. Trus, Doctor of Philosophy, SESE.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I wish your continuous success and happiness in all you do. I know how hard you have worked throughout this school year, combating with bulk of modules and other related requirements. With that, I'm so proud of you. Your great work and accomplishments are even more impressive as you carried them out through modular instruction in the new normal education. Dear candidates for graduation, though our country is beset with this COVID-19 pandemic, whatever challenges or difficulties we face, keep on dreaming and work for it. For you to achieve your goal in life, always remember that God will not fail us. As written in the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Do your best in your studies, allowing God to gracefully lead you what He wants you to be. That's what this graduation team is all about, is strengthening the quality education amid the COVID-19 pandemic. To the parents, thank you so much for your cooperation and sacrifice for the continuity of the learning of your children, though we know that it has not been easy assisting them. But you did it with perseverance. To all the teachers, thank you for the continued trust and confidence in our department. I am happy for your outstanding accomplishments. Keep on doing good para sa bata, para sa bayan. To all our stakeholders, thank you very much for our collaboration and partnership. Again, let us be encouraged to support the quality education for our children, even in times of crisis. As our DepEd Secretary Briones said, education must continue. Sulong Edukalidad. Congratulations to all of us for qualifying this virtual graduation ceremony. To God be all the glory.
Isang mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. Ang pagtatapos ay isang masayang selebrasyon at okasyon kung saan nararamdaman natin ang iba't ibang emosyon para sa ating mga magsisipagtapos. Saya, tuwa, galak ang nadarama dahil sa tagumpay na nakamit ng mga mag-aaral na ito sa mga taon nilang pakikipagbuno sa kanilang pag-aaral. Ang selebrasyon ng tagumpay na ito ay hindi lamang para sa sarili, para sa eskwelahan, ngunit selebrasyon ng buong komunidad. Truly, it's a major cause for a celebration for having reaped the rewards of success. My dear learners, you are truly blessed for having reached this far in your education. You have so many people to look back onto and to say thank you, for without them, you will not graduate today. Sa ating mga minamahal na guro, maraming salamat sa inyong pagbibigay ng walang kondisyon na pag-aaruga at pagmamahal sa mga mag-aaral natin. Thank you for having given your talent, time, and even treasures to your learners. Thank you for patiently leading them the way towards learning, for equipping them with the skills that they need, life skills that will make them productive citizens and future nation builders. For spending so much time in preparing the modules, activity sheets, and learning materials. Your efforts were not in vain. Look at your product. I hope and I pray that you have not only been filled, dear learners, with the right skills and with enough knowledge, but more importantly, with the right attitude. Napakahalaga ang mga itinuturo ng ating mga guro, ang wastong pag-ugali at tamang asal. Napakahalaga ng pagiging marunong makipagkapwa-tao. Saan ka man mapunta, tumanda ka man at magkapamilya, hindi ang talino mo ang magdadala sa iyo sa tagumpay, kundi ang mabuting asal, your character, your attitude, which our dear teachers and your parents have nurtured within you. Our theme, Kalidad ng Edukasyon, Patatagin sa Gitna ng Pandemya, speaks of how the resiliency of our teachers and the grit of our learners in having surpassed the challenges of COVID-19. Nothing can stop our teachers from doing their vocation. And so my heartfelt thanks to our teachers, our heroes without capes. Our parents are the most important persons in our life, and today, no one can surpass their feeling of happiness, and no one can ever outrun what they have gone through this year, taking on the dual roles of parent and teacher. Sa inyo pong mga magulang, maraming salamat dahil naging posible na magpatuloy ang edukasyon sa gitna ng pandemya dahil sa inyo. To our learners, you are very fortunate for having such great parents. To all the stakeholders of this school, the barangay captain and his officials, and the entire community, to the Parents Teachers Association, president, officers, and members, thank you for supporting the programs, projects, and activities of this school. Your school is beautiful, is progressive, and mirrors your collaboration and support. Hindi po kaya ng ating principal at ng mga kaguruan na itaguyod ang ating eskwelahan. Kailangan nila kayo. At maraming salamat dahil ang pagbabayanihan at volunteerism ay naramdaman sa eskwelahang ito. And now I pose the challenge to you, dear learners. Continue what you have started. Today is not the end, but just the beginning of more challenges to come as a student. Your school and teachers have equipped you with all that you need to to handle the next level of your education. The things you have learned through your modules should not just stay in your head. It should be translated into productive work. As education is learning, you should apply what you have learned. It's not what you know that matters. It's what you do with what you know. Your parents are there behind you and beside you to give all that you need, even if it costs their life, kasi mahal nila kayo. Huwag niyong sayangin ang pagkakataong ito. I hope the time will not come that you will say, sana pinagbuti ko ang pag-aaral ko. Do your best. Continue studying hard. Pahalagahan ninyo ang sakripisyo ng inyong mga magulang. A few months from now, you will enter a higher level of learning. While you are listening now, you should know by now the direction that you will take. There's no reason for you not to continue your education because public education is free. Dream big and start doing something to make your dreams come true. With your parents, your teachers, your school, and the Department of Education supporting you, and with God's grace, you can be what you want to be. Dear learners, the Department of Education, the Schools Division Office of Nueva Vizcaya, through the leadership of our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rochelle Llana, assures you that we will continue and never stop providing you with a high quality of education that you all deserve this pandemic. You will soon be entering the real world, and our schools are ready to prepare you for that big day, our future nation builders. Remember that you can always choose your battles. You can be losers, you can be failures, or you can be winners and survivors. Your success lies in the choices that you make, to do or not to do, to be or not to be. Your future depends on the decisions and actions that you will take. To you, dear graduates of 2021, congratulations. God bless you on your next journey. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now witness the presentation of candidates for graduation of Ansipsip Elementary School for the school year 2020-2021 by our school head, Dr. Martina A. Bugnay. And they will be certified by our district in charge, Dr. Arnel M. Batalya. Moreover, the candidates for graduation of Ansipsip Elementary School will be confirmed by our school's division superintendent, Ma'am Rachel Arliana, Doctor of Philosophy, CESO 6. Followed by a message from our regional director, Sir Benjamin D. Paragas, Doctor of Philosophy, CESO 5. Then, a message from our Department of Education Secretary, Ma'am Leonor M. Briones.
I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Ansipsip Elementary School for the school year 2020-2021. One boy and one girl, a total of 2. They are now waiting for your certification, sir.
I, Arnel M. Batalya, District in charge of Western Kayapa District, do hereby certify that these 2 candidates for graduation of Ansipsip Elementary School, as presented by their principal, Martina Bugnay, have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for graduation of the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum this is school year 2020-2021. Dr. Rachel R. Liana, the school's division superintendent of the Division of Nueva Vizcaya, they are now waiting for your confirmation, followed by your message, ma'am.
As certified by your school head that you have satisfactorily completed and complied with the requirements prescribed for grade 6 under the K-12 Basic Education Program, as your school's division superintendent, by the authority vested in me by the Secretary of Education, I now accept and confirm you graduates of school year 2020-2021. My earnest greetings to our dearest DepEd officials, our provincial and municipal local government officials, officials of partner agencies, community and civic stakeholders, parents, school heads, administrators, teachers, other personnel and staff, graduates, movers and honorees of the school year 2021's Year-End Rights and theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic, kalidad ng edukasyon lalong patatagin sa gitna ng pandemya. We have reached this moment of passage which has come full circle. Our year-end rights, graduation, and moving up ceremonies mark the end of one very challenging school year, a very new learning journey for all of us. The mixed feelings of apprehension and excitement are our companion as we finally grasp the fact and the reality of what we have endured, as we now leave one phase and are about to step into another new front line, to face new set of challenges, hardship and fears, yet also chances and opportunities as we pursue further our educational vision, goals, and dreams. Though posed with challenges of today, the volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous, and digital world, and the test and trial of COVID-19 pandemic, we still claim the victory of a very fruitful year. Whether we celebrate individually, as a family, or as an institution, our achievement of a successful educational year of hurdling obstacles speaks of a milestone that is a testimony of our ability to survive, adapt, and grow. Our year-end rights celebration is a great occasion to gather. Together, we look back to the past and gaze hopefully to the horizon of a bright future. As an educational institution, we did our share magnificently, superbly. We continued the full implementation of our K-12 basic education program through the delivery of the most essential learning competencies and the 21st century teaching turned community and home-based learning through our printed modules and digital technology. We manifested innovative and principled leadership in schools with our school heads and teachers moving heaven and earth so that they may serve and deliver the necessary self-learning modules and learning activity sheets our learners need. We work persistently on building partnership with our stakeholders for our school and learners' necessities, from the generation of resources for our learning materials to the maintenance of safety, readiness, cleanliness, and orderliness of our schools. We see how things have changed. Today, growth and positive shift and transformation brought by the pandemic times are evident in our schools, in the way we serve and deliver. This has, for everyone, brought a sense of solidarity and unified spirit, a feeling of pride on the many accomplishments attained. We remain optimistic of the new talents, new interests and adaptations, of old repertoire being replaced by new, of former understanding being superseded with new knowledge. Amid the COVID-19 threat, we still live in a wonderful and vibrant community, helped along through by the unending love and dedicated work of all of you great men and women of DepEd. Our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, our chiefs, supervisors, specialists, school heads, head teachers, master teachers, other teachers, related teaching and non-teaching staff. I always say that an institution can only become as great as its people. Evidently, SDO Nueva Vizcaya have formed a roster of accomplished individuals that you are today, making true of our vision of a great Department of Education. We too pay tribute to the effort and sacrifices and love of our parents, Our local government, unit, and barangay officials have exemplified this special school year. We express appreciation to these empowered individual contributors who took the chance as opportunity to be of greater assistance to our school and community. Let these noteworthy actions from these commendable people be a legacy of brilliant and steadfast service. May it flourish and may it propel the succeeding school years to glorious feat and triumph for those key actors to derive inspiration from in vanquishing present challenges and actively shaping a brighter future for our Novo Vizcayano children. This year's graduation and moving up is also a time of celebration and thanksgiving. Dear movers and graduates, our young people who are our hope, look back with joy and gratefulness to the sacrifices made and resilience exhibited during this year's challenging time of COVID-19 era, of no class, face-to-face interaction, of social distancing and face masks, of modules with its production, delivery, and retrieval, of radio-based and TV-based instructions, of lessons using tech gadgets, of virtual classes and online monitoring, of mobile teaching, home visitation and class homes, of your parents as teachers, and many more new instances of engagement so that your education will continue. You celebrate with pride at all that you have accomplished, experienced, learned, and overcome, and thank the Lord and all the people who have helped and supported you along the way, especially your parents, teachers, relatives, and friends. Today, you, dear graduates and movers, should also look forward with confidence, for you are tested by the conditions of the time. Go forward, onward, and toward to use all your gained knowledge and experience, talents, and abilities
My cordial greetings to all. During these tough times, as we operate within imperfect circumstances, we see the unfolding of one of the most beautiful things ever made on earth, the success of our young people in their academic journey as they inch day by day towards their dreams. To our dear learners, without a doubt, during these trying times, the struggles have been real and the challenges almost insurmountable. Today, we witness sense of purpose, direction, and meaning winning over every sign of difficulty that came your way as you toiled ceaselessly in the vineyard of education. Our theme this year is strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic in a huge way recognizes our strength as people who cannot be floored by even the strongest of challenges. In fact, we have proven that together, working for a common vision, We are an armada of strong-willed individuals who cannot be swayed and discouraged by tribulations. Thanks for that deep sense of motivation that makes half the job accomplished. We have also shown that innovative minds always rule the day, and that makes us prepared to confront each challenge that will beset us. The years do not promise an easy journey, and with the threat of the pandemic still lurking around, the going will get tough, and the tough must keep going. And the spirit cannot be broken and will surely prevail. It is an irrefragable fact that despite our cling to varied ways of life, we have shown how united we can be in advancing the common agenda in education. We have done our share in realizing our ultimate goal of producing holistically developed K-12 basic education curriculum graduates who are not only knowledgeable and competent, but also value-laden and discerning. We are diverse in culture, and so we may have varied performances in all that we do, but we share a common goal: to be the best version of ourselves so we can be of help to others in the best way we can. Our sense of shared destiny has allowed us to bend without breaking, to attune our actions and efforts to the agenda of national leadership. But it too proved that we can do so without diminishing our long-held principles, that indeed it takes a village to raise a child. Each one of us, no matter how diverse, is a strand in the colorful fabric of human civilization. This is the value that we want you, our dear graduates, to embrace and be proud of. Our sense of identity, either on a regional or national landscape, must remain an important consideration in achieving our goals, and compromising it to favor new thoughts and ways of thinking must never be an option. We must continue to prove the world that even in the face of a dreaded pandemic, quality education can have its way through. The Department of Education Region 2 has unambiguously laid down in its Regional Education Development Plan all its projects, programs, and activities that shall inspire service above self and only about the future of learners who shall eventually assume significant roles in nation building. May you continue to be a proof that the kind of education our country is one for the world to share. Congratulations, dear parents, dear teachers, and to all of you learners. Mabuhay kayong lahat!
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always thought, we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time, even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the first graduates of Ansipsip Elementary School for school year 2020-2021. Let's give them a round of applause. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates will now receive their certificate, and the deserving graduate will receive a certificate of recognition for her outstanding performance in academics.
Allow me to read the content of the certificate. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Region 2, Division of Nueva Vizcaya, District of Western Kayapa, Ansipsip Elementary School. This certifies that Iverson Charles S. Bimangon, learner reference number 1560111400006, has satisfactorily completed the requirements of the elementary curriculum as prescribed by the Department of Education and is therefore awarded this certificate. Signed in Bayombong, Nueva Vizcaya, Philippines on the 12th day of July 2021. Signed, Martina A. Bugnay, Doctor of Education, Principal. Signed, Rachel R. Liana, Doctor of Philosophy, CESO 6, Schools Division Superintendent. Same certificate is awarded to Hazel M. Felipe. A certificate of recognition is awarded to Hazel M. Felipe with honors. Again, parents and graduates, congratulations!
And now, Hazel and Felipe will lead the Pledge of Loyalty.
Pledge of Loyalty 2020-2021. We, the graduates of 2020-2021, pledge our loyalty to our alma mater, Ansipsip Elementary School, to uphold her dignity, uplift her ideals and expectations, and to live the best of our cultural heritage. We promise to help in the task of nation building, making use of our God-given talents for the welfare of every Filipino citizen. So help us God.
Thank you, Miss Hazel Felipe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to an end of this virtual program. Before we bid goodbye, let us welcome Ma'am Annabel Balagot, Grade 4 to 6 Advisor, for the closing remarks.
Before we close this graduation ceremony, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to DepEd officials of Schools Division of Nueva Vizcaya, school heads of Western Kayapa District, teaching and non-teaching staff of Ansipsip Elementary School, parents, and graduates. Despite all the struggles, another door awaits you with lots of opportunities and chances. Don't forget to hold on because that will be your reflection for tomorrow on how you build a strong foundation in your family, peers, community, and even yourself. As I leave a noteworthy quotation, in order to succeed, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure. Once again, good day and congratulations.
Indeed, we are all grateful to all of you. And before we finally end this program, join us in our closing prayer to be led by one of the Barangay Council, Honorable Dominga T. Samped.
Managayat kin managparabor nga Diyos mi. Agyaman kami, ti panang tarabay mo, ti tunggal maysa, kada kami, manipod rugi aging ga ita, nga nalpas mi anabaligi, dito nga programa mi, iti dito nga aldaw. Kapo kadagitoy nga anak mi, nga nagtorpos, iti dito nga tawan. Kat patuloy ka po nga tumulong, kan mang tarabay kadakwada aging ga, nga magunod da, ti arapaap iti biagda. Dagitoy ita po, ti dawat mi, tinagan ni Jesus. Amen.